Alright, we have 1 more minute. Let me show you guys my team. I hope it's a good one. We don't know for sure, but we'll see. Okay, this is the team that we're gonna use. Necrozma, Instant, Finny, Spectre, Rillaboom, Araconid. I feel like this team looks good. I haven't tested it. I just theory Mond in my head. Necrozma is a really sleeper pick. I believe in Necrozma. I don't think it's bad. Like, a rule of thumb is whenever Xerneas is good, Necrozma is not terrible. Like, or steel types in general are not terrible. And I feel like Necrozma is pretty good. It has Trick Room, it has Photon Geyser, it has Steel Spike, not Steel Spike, Sunseed Strike and Protect. We have Instant, Assault Vest, Finny with a Citrus Berry, Spectre with a Sash, Rillaboom with Rose Incense and Araquanid with the Safety Goggles because I hate Amoonguss and Volcaronas. Like, I feel like this team checks a lot of Xerneas teams really well. Xerneas is on the rise. You might say that we have a bad matchup against Carex Shadow because they can just Astral Barrage us, but we have Assault Vest Instant, we have a really bulky Finny, we have a Spectre with a Sash, so I don't think Carex has the best time against us. We find an opponent against Lucas. Let's see. Ooh, there it is. Okay, what do we do? Trick Room looks pretty good. I wanted to play the Necrozma with 199 HP, but that one messed up some calcs, so I went with max HP. Obviously, like, we're gonna lose a little bit more HP when doing damage, but it's fine, I think. Like, I have heal pulse on Finny as well, so it shouldn't be a problem. But what I want to lead here, I think I can immediately go with Necrozma, because, like, there's not much that threatens it. I go Necrozma, I go Instant. Araquanid is really good once Trick Room is up, but I want Finny as well. I could go Instant Finny, but that leaves me a little bit weak to Regieleki. Oh, I'm running out of time. Uh-oh. Oh, let's see. Bro, I was about to time out, so I just picked some mons, but maybe they're not terrible. I have an Araquanid. No, I have an Araquanid, I think. And Rillaboom. Instant and Necrozma. Let's see. There's Instant and Rillaboom. That's a pretty cool lead, I think. For us, we spam Intimidate. My opponent does the same, but I don't think it's terrible. Okay, what I do here, I could immediately go for damage because, like, none of these Pokemon threaten me. So what stops me from just going for a Sunseed Strike into the Rillaboom, right? And I U-turn the same slot. Worst case is we get faked out and knocked off. But even if that happens, it's probably still fine. Well, let's get up. Dank für den Sub, bro. Okay, there is a U-turn. Alright. Let's see what comes in. If it's a Xerneas, it's crazy, but I can see a Volcarona for sure. Yeah, that's Volcarona. Ramot. Okay, if we get burned, it would be really bad. But let's see. It would be terrible actually, because we need the Necrozma to hit the Xerneas. Don't burn, please. Oh, let's go. So we don't know if it's Quiver-Dance set. It might be Struggle Bug as well. But I feel like I'm fine with whatever happens. Araquanid doesn't look bad. I'm gonna Protect now, because I don't want to take damage. And I want to U-turn the Instant. My Instant is pretty slow, so I will U-turn whatever comes in. And I think that's pretty valuable. What I could do as well is just Flabber's the Instant slot if I expect something like Rillaboom to switch in, but I think it's fine. Okay, Fiery Dance. Okay, that's fine. Parting Shot into my Instant, that's really good. Because now I can get my Fake Out in and just go for Fake Out Trick Room without worrying too much about the Xerneas that's in the back. Okay, there is Gotham. So we get a U-turn off. Since we're Assault Vest, we don't have Parting Shot, even though I think Parting Shot is way better than U-turn right now, because it goes through Substitute, right? Like, if Zacian just decides to go for Substitute, and you just Parting Shot through the sub, switch out, it's pretty cool, but yeah, since I wanted Assault Vest to have a better Calyrex matchup, we don't have Parting Shot, fortunately. But do I go Araquanid now? Yeah, I think I do. Okay, Araquanid is in a really good spot. Now my opponent has to make a decision. Do they fake out the Trick Room setup or do they fake out the Araquanid? The good thing about Araquanid is you can't burn it, right? Like, even if I go for Liquidation onto the Volcarona, Flame Body is not going to activate. And I don't die to Fiery Wrath as well. So what I do here is I go for Trick Room. I might sub as well. No. We just Liquidation. Let's see. Okay, there's a Protect. I didn't expect Protect, actually. That's fine. There's a U-turn into this guy. Is that a crit? No. Oh, that did so much damage. It's not Choice Man. No. We saw Fake Out. Okay, there's Instant. A gamer play would be to go for Liquidation onto the Rillaboom slot for sure. But yeah, I had to kind of check this guy. But now we got Trick Room up, so I feel like we're not in a terrible spot. We still have Instant, so I'm gonna switch it Instant. Not worry about Intimidate. Yeah, I think it's fine. Instant. And I could sub as well, but since there's Fake Out pressure, I don't think there's a reason to sub. I'm gonna Liquidation this guy. Yeah, Instant. Like, we're at -1. It's probably not gonna KO the Instant, but we're still gonna do a lot of damage. And this is like the cool thing about no Dynamax formats. Like, I don't have to be worried about getting knocked out in turn 1 or 2. Like, we just gotta play long games. And like, whoever positions better and makes more right decisions just wins the game. And I feel like that's how it should be. Okay, this thing switches out into Rillaboom. That's fine. Because now I have like a free Flablet into something, right? We're in Trick Room, so I'm the slowest Pokemon. Or the fastest. And like, I just Flablets and Lung somewhere. I can't even Fake Out if I want to. That's also fine. Let's see, we Fake Out. How many turns of Trick Room? Because I have to pay attention. 3 more, that's a lot. I Liquidation this guy. Instant might switch out. Even if it's not switching out, it's gonna take a lot of damage. My opponent is not able to go for a Fake Out because we just switched out, or we just switched in our Pokemon as well, so we have the faster Fake Out since we're in Trick Room. And I think that's super fine. Okay, no switches. Okay, let's see how much this does. We're at -1. I think it still hurts. Yeah, that's good damage, for sure. I'm not gonna complain. There's the Parting Shot. It might be Assault Vest. Oh, no, it's not. We just see Parting Shot. It might be Safety Goggles, because I haven't seen a Finny on the team. So maybe you want to be a little bit safer against Amoonguss or Venusaur's Sleep Powder. But there is Xerneas. Alright, there you are. I have to be careful with letting my opponent get Geomancy off here. I don't have Taunt because we're Assault Vest. But what I can do, I just Snarl, I think. And I switch into Necrozma. I'm not sure. How many turns of Trick Room? 2 more, right? A U-turn into the Gotham, and I go for Liquidation into the Gotham. I could see this Pokemon switching out, but it's too risky. Why would I do that? I'm gonna U-turn. And Liquidation. We're not gonna do a lot of damage. Okay, there's the switch. We kind of expected this. But I feel like there was no reason to do this, because what I do just now is I bring in my Necrozma without worrying about Intimidate, right? So I will pressure this Xerneas a lot. Alright, there's no Protect, there's just the Geomancy coming. We do an okay amount of damage, but we get the Defense drop, which could be huge. Let's see, we go for U-turn. This is not a knockout. Yeah, but it's fine, I think. Like, I have a lot of options now. I go into Necrozma. The Geomancy is coming, but since we have the Assault Vest, you're not afraid of going down to something like a Moonblast. Oh, there's just a Moonblast coming. Oh, this is really good. Oh, that is so much, holy. I wish I had Substitute on Necrozma though. That would be so good. But there's no space to run that. Let's see. I think this is pretty cool. We swap out the Araquanid into Instant. The reason I'm doing this is just to have a Fake Out next turn. And since I'm Assault Vest, I'm not gonna care too much about the Xerneas. Like, if I swap into Rillaboom and Flabbits comes plus Moonblast, it would be really bad, right? Okay, there's the Rillaboom. We're gonna get this clean Sunseed Strike off here. And this should do a lot of damage to this Rillaboom. Oh, there's just a Protect. Perfect. Perfect. Let's see, Sunseed Strike into the Rillaboom. This should do easily like 80%, I think. Oh, this animation is beautiful. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's see. Also, the cool thing about playing Life Orb on this team is because we have a Rillaboom as well. We're gonna recover with the grassy terrain. So we don't care too much about losing HP every single turn. Plus, we have Heal Pulse as well. Okay, but now I have to make some decisions. I go for Trick Room, and I go for a Fake Out. Onto Xern. I think this covers like most of my options. The Assault Vest instant mostly to deal with Xerneas. It is, and I wanted to hit. I wanted to tank stuff like Water Spout better. Like if the Kyogre is not at max HP, or like Origin Pulse. Okay, we just traded Fake Outs. That's pretty cool. And now I'm in a really good spot, like in an incredible spot, because we saw that the instant is really low, right? So no matter what I do here, we just pick up a KO. So what I might do is, instead of going for a Sunsteel Strike, I might go for Phantom Photon Geyser, in case the Volcarona in the back comes in. But I think going for Trick Room is always better. So I go for Trick Room, and I Flare Blitz the Gothorn. Okay, Xerneas switches out into the instant or into the Volcarona. That's exactly why I didn't go for the Steel move, because I was like, hey, I can just set up Trick Room and I will be in a good spot as well. So why would I care about Geomancy if I can just go for Trick Room and bring in my Fake Outer, for example, or my Araquanid. How can you win against Kyogre matchups? I have a Rillaboom, and this Necrozma is really bulky as well. But I admit that Kyogre is probably not the easiest matchup. Just Dynamax. Oh, this was good damage. And now we get Trick Room up. So now we're in a really good spot. The only thing that can go wrong here is, I think... Wait, even if Rage Powder comes off, we just Flare Blitz first. And look at the timer. I feel like a lot of games will end 4-4 and then you'll just lose because, I don't know, you don't have a lot of HP on your Pokemon. Oh god, I have to really make my moves fast. Let's see. I don't like this. Photon. Davids. Oh my god, 3 minutes already? Is this like the official timer? Or are we not playing the correct rules? No, this should be Series 10. Oh god. Okay, we Flare Blitz. At least we get rid of one Mon, right? And now I can play it super safe. I have more Mons, so I don't have to rush. I'm just gonna timer. Suicune is the best Kyogre answer ever. Suicune is pretty good. Oh, it's just 15. Okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Because if this was the real timer, I would be really afraid of everything. Like, I don't know. I would play in a tournament with a really defensive team, just how we're playing right now, and be worried about not doing enough in the 15 minutes we have. Okay, Xerneas is maxed, but that's fine. Like, I have two mons that take the hit super well. There's no Volcarona anymore. We didn't get burned, so I couldn't ask for more, I think. I'm just gonna take my full time, protect, Flare Blitz, maybe even just U-turn, and Spike the instant, so we get rid of one more Pokemon. And then we just win. What do we have in the back? Rillaboom. And I feel like the Xerneas might be in Grassy Glide range as well, because we have a boosting item plus we have the terrain, right? Did I say C-Spike? Yes, 5 more minutes make a lot of difference. Very true. Sunsteel Spike. I keep saying Sunsteel Spike. It's Strike, dude. We U-turn. The thing is, there's no reason for me to attack actually, but there's also no reason to not go for the U-turn here or for the double, because let's say I protect, I won't be able to KO anything here, and then the Xerneas just KOs me. And then it's 3 versus 3 if I don't deal with the opposing instant, and then we're in a bad spot. So I think I just give my opponent the Araquanid and then we win the game. GG bro, well played. And there's the Moonblast, but we have one more Pokemon. But yeah, that's kind of crazy. It's like probably my first match that went to timer, but it's because we played a really offensive team last time, like with Venusaur and Groudon, right? And had the Zapdos as well. But Necrozma is pretty good. Like we didn't do the tier list today, but we're gonna do it tomorrow. But I'm really sure that the Necrozma is way better than Solgaleo. It's, I would say it's between A and B tier, but we'll see we will see tomorrow. There's Godwam. And now we can just exchange fake outs as well. Oh no, actually the battle is over. Like no matter what I do, the battle is over. Okay, we just Sunseed Strike and fake out. Yeah, the animations are amazing, that's for sure. Like, they take so long. Intimidate, Grassy Terrain, Fairy Aura, what else? There is a lot. But GG, well played, man. Ellie, alright. Let's check out the... Ooh, there's a Solgaleo. Okay, who has the better Steel type legendary? I think Sylvan is pretty good. Like, especially because Xerneas is around, like, they give you like a free power... No, not power aura, fairy aura boost as well. Sylvan is pretty good. Our Rocket looks good because we have the safety goggles, right? So I need to get in Trick Room somehow. So what we lead is Necrozma, Incin. Even Finny looks good, dude. Like, I can't just not Nature's Menace everything. Arachnids, Spectre is not bad. I can't just Will-O-Wisp as well. I think I like Spectre more in the lead. Yeah. Let's go Spectre, Incin, and Arachnid. Rillaboom is kind of important, I think, because it deals with the Rotom. But I should be able to deal with the Rotom with what I have as well. Because Rillaboom is really bad against everything else. Like, it loses to Solgaleo, it loses to Incin, it loses to Moltres. It doesn't have the best matchup against Amoonguss, and there is... I mean, Sylveon I do hit, right? But still. Alright, there is a Rotom, so... I have a couple options. If I expect Nasty Plot, I can just taunt. If I expect... Actually... I'm gonna Protect, and I'm gonna taunt. I could taunt the Incin as well, just to make sure it won't Parting Shot, but there's Fake Out Pressure as well. So I'm gonna... I think I Protect, and I taunt. This is like my safest play, I think. Like, there's not much I lose unless the Incin goes for Parting Shot, not Parting Shot, unless the Incin just attacks, and so does the Rotom. Okay, there's a Fake Out, that's really good.
Necrozma looks flames.
It does, I agree. Okay, no Will-O-Wisp. Okay, so there was actually Will-O-Wisp coming our way. I don't lose too much if I do this, I think. Like, we just doubled the Rotom. Since we don't have the Rillaboom in the back, I feel like getting a lot of damage off early onto this Pokemon is pretty good. But I could switch as well into my Incin. But I don't need to. I'm gonna do this and Shadow Ball. Yeah, this should be good. Oh, Rotom just swaps out into Moltres. Ah, that's a good switch. That's a good switch. I forgot that there was another Dark type in the back. Okay, there's Parting Shot. So this Incin is actually faster than my Necrozma, which is crazy. So my Necrozma is not pretty slow. Like, it's actually 90 something. Like 94, 5, 6, something like that. This Incin is really fast. Alright. Good play for sure. Okay, I think now is the time to actually go for Trick Room because I have to do work with my monster in the back, especially Arachnid. I don't want to get Fall Plate as well, but I'm -2, but it should be fine. Okay, I'm gonna Trick Room and Taunt. Yeah. I don't like this too much, but I feel like we have to do this. Because I don't want to get burned. And if my opponent just goes for Fiery Wrath, okay, there's Nasty Plot. But maybe it's not terrible. That shouldn't be, it shouldn't be. No Will-O-Wisp, alright. I have to switch out now because I'm intimidated and I don't want to be here at -3 if the Incin switches in. So we switch into Incin because we Assault with, we're going to take it pretty comfortably, and I think going for a Snarl is not the worst. But those games are so long because like everything is about positioning, right? So if my opponent just Fire Wraths here and goes for something like a T-Bolt into the Spectria, you'll get a lot of momentum. Can we talk about your Blind Registeel? That thing hit like no Santos. Yeah. Dude, that was really sad. I agree. But it was still a bro. Like, it did what it needed to do. Like, if we just ignore the part where it missed every single Santu. Okay, we snarl. Oh, what is this instant doing? Is it going for a roar? It gotta be, right? Like, instant didn't do anything. Oh, no, never mind. I was like, what is happening? We just attack now. Or... let's see. I need to get damage off, that's for sure. Moltres might protect, but even that, if that's the case, I think it's not terrible. Yeah, I have to get a rock on it in the next turn if I want to deal with the instant here. Okay, we go for Flablets. No protect, which is good. This is good damage. And a burn. This burn might matter actually, because now it is in another Flablets range. I don't know if it was a roll, but I take it for sure. There's Snarl, alright. Now we get in a rock with it here without worrying about intimidating the back, right? That's pretty good. Santo accuracy is a lie, true. Where it hit the one Santo that actually counted, true. Where I had to hit grab the Venu. Oh, not the Venu, the P2 I think, so it doesn't switch out. Okay, Necrozma or Araquanid? Araquanid. So the good thing here is I have Substitute, right? So what I can do is, on the last turn of Trick Room, when my opponent thinks that they are safe with protecting, I just sub. And that puts me in an amazing spot. I just have to make sure that I hit the right mon. Okay, we Flablets. I feel like the instant hard switches into Rotom here. Like, there's no way it stays in, right? So I want to sub, so I don't get intimidated. Because there's no way instant just stays in here. Let's go. Oh, Amoongus! What are you doing, bro? Where's Solgaleo? Okay, Moltres protected, but that's fine, because my opponent doesn't know that we're safety goggles. And even if they do, I don't think there's a lot they can do. Like, this sub is really crucial now, because we can't get Sport. Yeah, sub is incredible. I love Substitute. I mean, even if we didn't sub, it would still be fun, right? Because we're safety goggles. It's even better because the instant is now on the back, and we don't have to care about intimidate. Do I have a grass type in the back? I don't. So I just Flablets and liquidation. What do you think about the Zygarde in Series 10? I think it's pretty good. Oh, Moltres goes for the double, but doesn't get it. I respect that play. Because if you get the double, you're in a really good spot. Like, you can't just Fire off, break my sub, and I don't know. You don't go down next turn, that's for sure. I mean, you go down, but you still break my sub. So, it would be an okay trade, I guess. But we're in a really good spot now, I think. Like, there was the Rotom in the back. I can just lung it. I can liquidation it as well. I think that does a lot of damage. And here is the Incin. Okay, so Incin. I think the reason Incin comes in here is because it wants to parting shot me. So what I have to do is probably hard switch into... yeah, hard switch into Necrozma. And I protect. The thing is, my opponent still doesn't know about safety goggles, right? So they might go for Flablets plus Spore, Parting Shot plus something else. Let's see, we protect so that we don't get Parting Shot. And next turn I can just Photon Geyser and Liquidation into the slot. Parting Shot into this guy. If you Spore my Necrozma, that would be crazy. Okay, Sludge Bomb, let's go. Oh, into Necrozma, which was the instant slot. Now we're in a really good spot. I Photon Geyser this guy. I might go for Liquidation into Incin, or I might just Trick Room. Let's see. I think we have to pay attention to the time as well, because these matches are really quick. Wait tomorrow so I can stay up long enough to play the tour like 30 minutes before his sister called. Oh god, bro. Let's see. Rotom comes in. What's gonna happen now? I think Amoongus might not go down because... Actually, it does go down. It always goes down. Unless it's Sash. Okay, no Sash. Let's go. Huge. And now we get a -1 liquidation off. This is probably not going to do enough damage, but it's still fine. Yeah, that's still good, chip. We're still behind the sub. We lower the defense as well. Well, that's huge, because Photon Geyser might do enough now. Okay, Instant. What do we have in the back? We have Instant as well. I think I switch. Actually, this Rotom probably... I don't know if it has Nasty Plot. We saw Wisp. It should have T-Bolt, Hydro Pump, and something else. I think I just tried to go for Trick Room, because why not? And I just Liquidation the Instant. I don't think Instant goes down. It shouldn't. Actually, it does. No. We got Parting Shot. Let's see, there's T-Bolt. Fevzi is not going to do enough damage to Necrozma, because we're really bulky, and even if a crit comes, we should still take it. Necrozma is goated. Oh, into Ragnarok, never mind. Oh, good thing we can't get burned. Liquidation should bring it in red, for sure. Okay. No berry, and we got Trick Room. Let's go. This is probably game here. I might switch out to make it 100% sure. No, we don't need to. I just Photon Geyser this guy, and I Liquidation this guy. We have a Sleeping Instant in the back, so... Like, if I bring in my Instant, we'll be in a weird spot where I don't do enough damage, and then Trick Room will be over. And then, I don't know, with a Wisp, something weird might happen. But this way, I get guaranteed damage off, and bring this thing super low. Oh, is that a crit? Never mind. GG. Oh, that's a really good game, dude. Like, Necrozma is incredibly good. If you get it in the right position, it's really good. GG. Well played to my opponent.